Hello, everyone, and welcome to the pre-market show. My name's Mandela here, and we are live and we are direct. We're going to be giving away a free account, and it's going to go to one lucky winner. So you're going to want to make sure you tune in all the way to the end when we announce the winner of the giveaway account. You're watching Pre-Market Show, brought to you by CTI. Rapapapa, ching, 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 ching. It's Mandela here, and you are tuned in to the pre-market show. We actually have some data out of the US about to hit. It is some, what is it? It is some jobs data, I believe. Let's pull it up here, and we can have a look and see the real-time reaction to this data. And we'll kind of try and dissect it live on air, and then we'll have a look at the live chat and see how everybody's doing. We were able to pick up a quick trade this morning on SPX in the pre-market, and looks like we have about 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 seconds left on this one here. Let's see if there is a reaction or not. May not be any reaction because of the big news yesterday for Fed Day. So as of right now, looks muted. Let's see. Maybe it's not coming out until later on. Okay, so 130 employment claims. Yeah, there we go. So it was 231,000 unemployment claims. Ends up being a little bit better than expected. The expectation was for 241,000, and we got 231,000. So slightly better than expected here. U.S. unemployment claims here. So let's see if we do get some sort of reaction off the back of this one here. Then we'll be able to actually see S&P if it reacts. Completely non-event, basically. Completely non-event. And that happens sometimes. That's fine. I think the main thing is that we are aware of it. So let's put on some music and let's get ready to have a little bit of fun. Today is Thursday, the 18th of September. And thank you very much for kicking it with us today. We had Fed Day yesterday. Fed Day was actually, I wouldn't say it was a non-event. It was more than, it was more like, how should I word it? It was more like as expected, and yeah, in the end, it wasn't much of a surprise. Let's have a look at the live chat. So we have a very, very active attendance sheet today. So we have a live chat that is actually bumping and grooving with us today. We have in the live chat, we have Asha Ludwig. Asha, welcome to the show. Please feel free to hit the like button, and also let us know what you're trading today. If there's anything that you're trading that you think people might benefit from, I think that would be very, very helpful. As we look here, S&P is just not caring about that positive jobs data that we just got. So we'll just kind of sit back and see if anything does develop a little bit later on in the session. If we have a look at the live chat for CTI, we have a good group of people here. We have Starboy saying awesome. We are active. We have SP King. So SP King, let us know if you are trading S&P, or is that your initials? Aziz FX is here. We are ready. Hashtag CTI. Skyboy is in the place to be, prompt and ready to report for duty. Marley FX. Okay, Marley FX is also here. Coco Trade. And we have Barnabas saying, hi guys, how's it going? It's going well. It's going well for a Thursday. Master FX is in there as well. And Silent Mind is saying welcome to the chat. So thank you everybody for attending and for being present today. We're going to go through quite a few things today. One is a prize giveaway. So in order to be able to get that prize giveaway, we're going to ask for at least 15 likes. So if we can hit that like button and get 15 likes, then we will be able to give away one free account to one lucky person. So hit that like button. If we need to, let's share this video, get it to your friends, your family. As Andrew always says, the people you like and even the people that you don't like, feel free to share this with as many people in your network as possible. If we get to 15 likes, we will be giving away a $10,000 account. And let's pull up here who's going to be providing that account. It's City Traders Imperium, funding traders since 2018. Your prop firm to risk-free. Let's do get early access, sure. Your prop firm to risk-free funding. So yeah, check out the website, citytradersimperium.com. Very easy to navigate, very easy to make your way around the website. Featured on quite a few other platforms. And just for me, just a great group of people to work with as well. I think one of the things for me is also the flexibility. So if you want to do the 2-step challenge, the 1-step challenge, the instant funding, you can do all of those things. You can kind of choose what you want to do. Also, another thing that I liked is the customer service. It's bar none. It's the best in the business. So check them out. 24/7 dedicated support, multilingual, no matter where you're coming from. And then also they've got a great group of current members of City Traders Imperium who have provided their feedback over the years. So check them out. We will be giving away that account as long as we get to that 15 likes today before the end of the day. So we'll finish up in about 30 minutes or so. So if you help me, I will help you. Get funded now and become a CTI trader. Okay. So yeah, we got a good group here with us today. We do want to cover a few things off. We'll have a look at some charts, and then we'll also kind of dissect what happened there with the S&P this morning. It was a bit of a move after we finished the Fed meeting yesterday. But let's have a look at the charts, and then we'll come back to that other fun stuff. So yesterday, S&P was a bit choppy during the day. It didn't really move. I think a lot of people were expecting it to kind of move after we got that Fed announcement, and it didn't. I think the consensus for the most part. Let's see if we can highlight Wednesday. This was Wednesday. So this is the open on Wednesday. Was kind of like somewhere here. That was the price action from Wednesday until the close was about here somewhere. So that's Wednesday in a nutshell. Very, very choppy, very difficult to trade, especially if you're trading the style that we use, which is the breakouts, the momentum trading. It becomes very, very difficult to trade in there. So what ended up happening is after we got through that, we've just kind of trickled up in the pre-market, which is kind of giving us some opportunities. I think a lot of it also is being able to be patient and having the ability to let the trades come to you, not necessarily trading when everybody else is and when that noise is building up, but having the ability to kind of say, okay, I've looked back, I see the last 4 Fed meetings, we've always got like a decent gap overnight. There's always been like a nice little trickle. And so being able to act on those sorts of things, I think, really make the difference for consistency. So yeah, Fed, I think you can look at any news source. You can figure out or see that they held interest rates, they cut interest rates as expected. and they also had a little bit to say about the rest of the year. I think expectation is for 2 more cuts for the rest of this year, and I think that was all as expected. There were no dissents. Sorry, 1 dissent yesterday, and that was from Trump's main man as well, Myron. So we'll see how things develop today. We do have on Friday OPEX. So we've talked about OPEX quite a bit. OPEX is when you get options expiring for the end of the quarter. And on top of that, we've got, OPEX happens every month. On top of OPEX, which is options expiration, we also have the rollover for futures, which happens once a quarter. So futures contracts will roll from the September contract over to the December contract, and you usually do see kind of like what we saw yesterday. We can open that up a bit. So it's very much kind of like down, and then Fed announcement was here more or less, and then up, down, up, down, up, down, sort of thing happening. Yeah. So keep that in mind. So we have, it's called, referred to as triple witching. So you have the index options expiring. So that's your S&P, your Nasdaq options expiring. You also have your single stocks names. So your Tesla, you have your, I don't know, Amazon, and you have your Nvidia. Those will be expiring for the quarter. And then you also have your futures contracts that are going to be rolling over as well. So it tends to be very much like what yesterday was as we get closer and closer to Friday. So let's see what happens today. I think anything's possible as we just prepare for the plan, and we prepare to execute the plan, and we know that plan works over the long term. So we got some questions here. From XD Cool. XD Cool, welcome to the office. It says, he's saying, or she's saying, Mandela, is it challenge account or funded already? So it's going to be a one-step challenge account. And it's going to be for $10,000. And you'll get more information when we get closer to the giveaway, and also once you do win, they'll obviously provide you with your logins and all the specific details in terms of drawdowns, but it is for that 10K account. So thank you for your question. That was from XD Cool. And we also have Martin Lawrence, who's joined us, saying welcome back, guys. Nice to see you there, Martin Lawrence. We have our Amara, who's also there, and Shanks has joined us. Starboy is enjoying the music, so I'm not sure which song that was, Starboy, but just got the music playing in the background. Helps you to focus and get done what you need to get done. Aziz has asked if we can touch on gold, so we'll have a quick look at gold in a minute. And then we have Coco Trader, who is in the place to be. We might have a little bit of cocoa later, actually. It's not a bad idea. Okay, so looks like gold analysis, please. So gold analysis request coming from Silent Mind. Master FX, yes, we are live. We are actually live and direct now. So please feel free to ask questions, and we'll be happy to address them. So let's start off with gold, and then we'll try and get back to the other ones. So here we go. We'll do another chatting charts pre-market show. Okay, let's go here. I like when I make it. Okay, let's go to gold. So we've been covering gold pretty much every show. If you go back about 3 shows ago, 3 or 4 Thursdays ago, I think it was maybe three Thursdays ago, when we were looking at gold, we were calling for it to move higher. And so right now we've pushed higher again. I keep pressing that wrong button. There we go. Okay. So gold was here. This would have been our August 22nd show. So have a look at that as well. That was a Friday show, and we were calling for gold to move higher. And so the last show, we were talking about gold around this sort of 3,650 range. And we were calling out this sort of zone as a possible zone, trying to see where we would head from there. And we've kind of put our head above it just a little bit, just slightly, but not anything necessarily too major, I guess, for now. I think the next phase for gold has been, well, it was kind of like, let's get through this Fed meeting. That was my thinking anyway. So we've had the certainty. We know the cut is here. There's no more rumors, or there's no more analysis paralysis, as I like to call it. And we've been able to kind of get to a new high in gold. So we would have hit an all-time high here, which would have been Tuesday. And that was in the lead up to Fed Day, which we had yesterday. It's cooled off slightly here. I think this is a good one. I'm very minded here that there could be people trying to take profits here. Very, very possible that people try to take profits. I'm going to actually pull up the Commitment of Traders report, because that is a great tool. We can have a look at Commitment of Traders and see exactly what it is people are trying to do with gold underneath the surface. So it covers commercials, it covers, it also covers large speculators. That's not the one, it's this one. So this is actually produced every week. This particular report is produced every week by Jason Shapiro. So we actually had Jason Shapiro on our show. If you check out our investing blueprint, our most recent episode featured the market wizard Jason Shapiro, and he has a site you can check out if you want to get more information about this. It's crowdedmarketreport.com, and he has this plugin for you, and you can have a look at exactly what's happening. So Crowded Market Report is the source, and been asked about gold. So let's have a look here. So if we say on here, let's do. So if this is the low, this is the high. What I'm trying to do is, and what I'm trying to mention here is, you will always have the large speculators long gold, and you will always have commercial short. The reason you always have commercial short is because the commercials in gold and in commodities are the producers. So these are the gold miners. They will always be short in the futures market, and they will have physical in their inventories. So they're already long gold. So you notice that going back to October 2024, on the Commitment of Traders, we always see the large speculators short. They're hedging their actual physical position. Now, if we say kind of this is a medium, I'm trying to find like a median line. So we're looking at the relativity. So right here, the commercials are least short. So this is where we would say, okay, relatively speaking, the commercials are the least short that they've been. So that's kind of like a bullish signal. And if we look on the chart, that's kind of where we started to go up. Now here, they're starting to get short again. They're starting to get not max short, but if we go, let's do this. We're gonna do a longer look back period. Okay, there we go. So what we're trying to figure out is, what is short for the commercials? We know that they have gold on their books, and we know that they're always going to be short, but we want to find out when they're most short and least short. So if we draw this rectangle here, here we go. Let's make it a line. Okay, so I would say anything below this, commercials are super short or more short than average. Anything above this, commercials are less short. So this would kind of be a buy signal. So right now, commercials are short. So that's telling me the gold miners are shorting into this sort of rally that we're getting. And this information is not what I'm surveying people and asking them their opinion. They're required to report to the CFTC what their holdings are. It's a regulatory requirement. So we can see that the commercials are in fact getting more short. Now, this report comes out every Friday. So this is as of last week. So we actually as of last week, Tuesday, and the report is published on Friday. So we could see some movement this week after the Fed meeting. But it's definitely something to be aware of. If we were to kind of see how long the large speculators are, because for every long large speculator, there's a short. So let's kind of say, yeah, large speculators look like they're getting long here. And this is telling me that large speculators are usually wrong. They're usually on the wrong side of the trade. So they're chasing this rally here. So I would just be cautious from a commitment of traders report perspective. Definitely not something to just trade blindly off. Maybe we continue higher for a few more weeks. That's definitely possible. We got some upside targets here, 3880. And then we have the round number, 3,900. That's a nice round number. I would probably, my scenario would probably be maybe we hit this high, get a new all-time high in there, and then bounce one more time and then try and do something like that. That's kind of my thinking. It's coming from the trend is your friend. We've pretty much consolidated for about a week and stayed in this zone for a week. I think lower interest rates tend to be good for gold. So the lowering of the interest rates are good. You got treasury yields lower. That's usually a tailwind for gold. So looking at the narrative, I think this is where we go. Keep an eye out on the commitment of traders this Friday. And we cover it most shows. That kind of gives you what's happening under the hood. So what is the smart money doing? What are the gold miners doing? Because they know they have the supply, they know the demand, and they're usually on the right side of the trade. So they're starting to cash in here. Doesn't mean that we drop from here. So that's our gold update. Hopefully that was of some help and some use. We got another comment. So here we go. That's smart. This is from Asha Ludwig. So that means that they'll short the gold futures so that they can buy more physical gold when the price comes down. Exactly. So they're making money either way. So they're always going to have the physical. The physical is always here. If they feel like there's increase in, let's say, decrease in demand or increase in supply, they're feeling that, they're seeing that on a day-to-day, minute by minute. So they'll put in some shorts and ride it down, make a few million on their future shorts, and then buy more with their physical. So they're making money on the way down, and then they'll always have that long position, that core position in there. So that's exactly right, Asha. You hit the nail on the head for that. Okay, so likes wise, I'm gonna have to see if do we have enough likes? That's the question. Okay, let's see. So we got Andrew here. Andrew's in the place to be. Andrew's a bit late. I think we should write him a warning note. Just say, look, Andrew, we know that this is your holiday, but we also note that you have entered a little bit after starting time, and we'll record that on your file. Andrew is going to be hosting the show with me tomorrow. Same time, same place. We're going to be talking, I don't know, whatever Andrew wants to talk about, we'll be talking about tomorrow. We'll see what markets are doing in the morning and take it from there. Looks like quite a few people showing up late. So Andrew, you kind of blended in a little bit with the latecomers. And that's when all the cool kids come anyway. So he's chilling in Madrid on vacation. And that's always fun. Hopefully you're enjoying your time in Madrid. You know I like giving you a hard time, but it comes from a good place. Okay, all right. Let's see what else we got here. So gold was covered. We got asked about NQ as well. Can't remember who said that. Pulling back still. So maybe this is a delayed reaction to that data that we got. It would have been the employment claims that was released started about 20 minutes ago, and they were stronger, so better than expected. Unemployment claims out of the US. So that's a sign that the labor market could be, that's a positive sign for labor if we've got less unemployment claims. All right, we got a question about NQ. So for anybody who doesn't trade futures, NQ is the nasty Nasdaq. The nasty Nasdaq. That's what we're gonna have a look at next. So this segment is called Chatting Charts, and you're watching the pre-market show. So nasty Nasdaq is to our right. This is showing commercials starting to short here. So the commercials for indexes are things like major pension funds and banks. Those are the big liquidity providers, the big movers. So they're required to report on a weekly basis their holdings. And then the large speculators are going to be sort of hedge funds, anybody who doesn't reach the threshold of, so they're below the threshold of commercials. And the categories for large speculators usually include hedge funds. CTAs are also made up in the large speculators. And then below that, there's another lower threshold for people like me, who are like little minions, just trying to make a few dollars here and there, pluck a few pence out of the market every month. And that's the small speculators. And they're yellow in these charts. So these charts are very, very helpful. And thanks again to Jason Shapiro and his crew. They had a great conference on Saturday I was able to go to, featuring Lance Breitstein, Jason Shapiro, and a great group of presenters. So for Nasdaq here, we are looking at a bit of a short here. So this one, we have seen times when commercials do go long here, but right now, if we zoom back a bit, yeah, looks like commercials are shorting here, maybe realizing some profits. It's very, very difficult to really tell on a day-to-day basis here. The data comes out on a Friday, so I would almost want to wait until this Friday to see how the commercials have positioned themselves this week. It would be as of Tuesday, so we're gonna have to see where commercials were positioned the day before Fed Day. But that's a commercial commitment of traders view. So we got commitment of traders, which gives us the positioning underneath the hood of the banks and the big, the massive banks and the big pension funds. Where are they positioned? And then underneath the hood, as we see SPX still drippy, wants to get back to that high from the Asian session and that previous all-time high. Looks like it's heading back that way. On the Nasdaq here, we're using this one because it gives us the overnights. So pulling back similar to the S&P. So we hit an all-time high. I believe that was an all-time high. Haven't marked it out yet because every single day we're getting a new all-time high. So I'm having to basically create a new line every time, raise it up. Yeah, that's all-time high. So outside of trading hours, all-time high in the nasty Nasdaq. No disrespect to anybody who trades it. It's actually lovely. I find that it whips around a little bit too much, and it's like being on a wild bull, basically. That's what we've seen pretty much since April. I prefer to trade S&P, but we see a little bit of cooling off here as we approach about 30 minutes before markets open in the US. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back in a minute. And we will be looking to give away that $10,000 account. So let's share this video with some friends, family, and see if we can get that 15 likes up. As Andrew says, share it with people you like, share it with people that don't like you. There's always going to be some haters as well. But it's all about the love, right? It's all about the love. There's a song by Cully Buds that goes, that's called I'm Blind to You Haters. So just do your thing. Let's see if we can get the 15 likes. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back. You're watching the pre-market show brought to you by City Traders Imperium. So I am going to make sure that we have the full amount of people for the likes. And if we do, then we were going to give away a prize in a moment. We just need to make sure that we do have that amount. And if anybody, let's see. Actually, I don't know. Oh, okay. So, I'm gonna have to refresh here. I'm gonna actually go with the live chat. Can you just let me know how many likes you see? Can you just confirm how many likes that you see? I'm trying to figure it out here. I do trust you. I just want to make sure if you can confirm that with me. All right, so looks like we got more than we need. Looks like we got more than we need today. So that's good. Good group, good turnout today, and we're gonna get ready to give away that prize. So before we give it away, the instructions are very simple. In order to make sure that the person who won is the person who won, in the live chat, we're going to ask you to please post either your X handle, your X handle, and or your Instagram. And that's how we'll reach out to you directly. We have Justina is going to connect with you directly. Okay. So if you can just remember that, because in the past we've actually had some situations where people have not claimed their prize, which is crazy. So anyway, up next, we're going to give away one CTI account for one lucky winner. Okay, before we do that, we're going to have one more look at CTI and just have a quick gander at what they offer and what they can do. They've been funding traders since 2018. Their website is citytradersimperium.com, and there are many different programs. Unfortunately, if you're not the lucky recipient today, there are many other programs that you can check out with them as well. So let's get over to the giveaway, the segment that I think most of you are looking forward to most. It's the prize giveaway. Okay. All right. So. Here we go. We have 423 likes. 400 likes? So how many likes we have? That's amazing. Are you serious? 423 likes. Can somebody? I don't have my phone. I've rested it down somewhere. That's good. That's a good thing. So I got a question here. So the way we're gonna select the winner is we're going to randomly select one name from the live chat. One name and one name only from the live chat. So we've got quite a good group. We have, I want to say, we've got over, looks like about 20 people, 30, 25 people. So let's go with the first name that we stop on. All right, here we go. I'm still in shock with the likes. It's amazing. Somebody must have been sending it to all their ex-girlfriends and ex-boyfriends. No, I'm just joking. I'm playing. All right, here we go. And the winner of the account is Demo Traders. Demo Traders, congratulations on winning your very own account with City Traders Imperium. Very well done. Congratulations. You have won that account. Well done. Everybody, let's give them a round of applause. Wherever you are in the world right now, let's give them a round of applause. So Demo Traders, once again, congratulations. And please make sure before we wrap up this live that you've posted your X or Instagram handle in the live chat. And we'll make sure that someone gets into contact with you very, very soon. Okay. All right. Unless there's anything else that needs to be covered, I think we're good. We covered off commitment of traders, We do have a inspirational sort of message for today. This is the inspirational message for today. We're going to try and cover these every single show if we can. And it's, you're getting close. That's why it's getting tough. Very simple. I think deep down, I think we know this has happened in other aspects of our lives. But I think sometimes it's good to get a little bit of a reminder on that front. And yeah, I think that's it. I think we've had the Fed meeting yesterday, which we keep talking about. But I think as we start trading today and get into more of a rhythm today, maybe we see the actual reaction that was that people were waiting for yesterday. Maybe we see something develop today. Just having a quick look at the old news announcements. Nothing crazy here. I know that Trump is meeting with the Prime Minister here. I was actually thinking to take a drive down and see if I can see what's going on, get a peek, but probably won't do that. Yeah, looks like a regular news day. We'll keep tabs on what's happening. We do have our show tomorrow, so make sure that you're tuned in to our pre-market show tomorrow. We'll have Andrew here, giving you all the good jokes and making sure that you're fully prepared for your market trading on Friday. Tomorrow is the 19th. Today is Thursday, the 18th of September. I'm Mandela, and thank you very much for watching our show today. So we'll see you all tomorrow. One last time. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, so I love that quote from Asha. Yeah, it's the simple things, right? It's the simple things. Just like with trading, it's just about kind of keeping it simple, keeping it, you just keep it simple. You know the things that have worked, especially if you've been doing this for a while. But yeah, thank you very much, Asha. And let's see, did we get the number here? So the winner of the free account was Demo Traders 1. And I'm looking for Demo Traders, his Instagram or his X handle. If we don't get that, then it's not going to be possible for him or her to receive the account. So I'm looking here, just scrolling very quickly. Final call, Demo Traders, please post your Twitter handle. Let's see. Okay. So if I click on this, let's see here. I'm not sure. Yeah, you're gonna have to post your Twitter handle in the live chat. I'm gonna give you another minute, and if you can, that would be great. Okay, perfect. We got it. I'm gonna take a quick note of that. Okay, can you give us if you have X or if you have Instagram, can you give us that? That's the one that we need for this particular show, in order to get you the information. I see here you put your YouTube username, but we're gonna need your X or your Insta, and that way we can contact you directly. Let's put. Okay, there we go. Okay, thank you very much. And that's it from all of us here at Signature FX. Also, this is being simulcasted on City Traders Imperium's YouTube channel. And we are very, very privileged to be able to bring these shows to you each and every week. So make sure, like we said before, make sure you check them out, citytradersimperium.com. We have a very cool cup here. We've been drinking various beverages. Today is just water. it is a work day today. We're going to be working during the U.S. Open. So check them out, citytradersimperium.com for any more information about opening up an account. And once again, congratulations, Demo Trader, for winning. We'll see you all again tomorrow to do this all again. We're very excited to finish off the week strong, and we'll have a look at our trade journal. Andrew will touch on a book map as well. And then I think we have a few little surprises in store for tomorrow also. So we'll see you all tomorrow. And until next time, have a wonderful trading day today. Feel free to reach out if you have any sort of questions and comments. My information is always in the description. And I'll talk to you all again very soon. Take care and bye for now.